All right, guys. Welcome to another episode of Unidentified podcast. And today we're gonna be talking a little more about Tiffany Gomas. If you don't know who that is, I don't blame you
Yeah,
actually.
everybody know who she is.
But by name, that's the thing.
Household name
Well,
right there.
Tiffany Gomas is better known as the plane lady or the freakout plane lady. Okay. And a few days ago, we actually spoke about her, right? And
We're recording an episode. We haven't posted it.
it's not posted, but we spoke about it last week, and we tossed around a few ideas, a few videos, and it seemed to me like very incomplete. Like, what's really going on behind all this? And before we even watch this new video we have, I would like to ask you, after our conversation about her, did you guys think about it or you just let it go? Nigga, and did you have time to actually like consider what's going on with this or no?
I didn't really put much mind to it. The only thing that really stood out to me was that the woman on the plane looked very different than the woman that actually gave the statement. But
Yeah.
that was something from, I think, that you can actually change your outlook by the makeup you're wearing. That was the conclusion we had.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't really check into it or looked out for it. So.
After the video, like I remember us talking during the video and me saying that to me, she also looks very different than that person we saw in the interview or apologizing. Okay. Another thing that I noticed was that that apology didn't seem like too genuine, in my opinion, but that's my opinion. Of course, I don't know this person, but I believe or I trust myself to be somebody who can, read body movement, body language, or and these things. I think I'm decent at it at least, and it didn't really sit well with me. Ed, how about you, man?
Yeah, I thought kind of like the same thing. I just thought she looked kind of different, but I thought it was just makeup, hair, outfit. I thought that's all it was, just, different camera angle.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, that person that came out in that interview or apology or whatever that was, I don't know what to call it, was somebody who looked like they got produced, ready for camera, movie, or whatever, makeup, extreme, makeover, in my opinion. But you
Yeah.
know that
Also, the same
like,
with the fact that she didn't even mention that the apology for what she saw, that she was she didn't mention the actual thing which she got freaked out about, and that's
yeah, that was very odd, right? And that is another thing that didn't sit well with me. But just to say the least, okay, real quick, it appears that we are not the only people that think this way, okay? I mean, that I came across some videos. I don't know who sent this. I think it was Edward, right? Ed, you sent this to the chat. We can't hear you, but it's okay.
No,
So
yeah.
Ed sent this to the chat, and I watched it, and it's worth playing this video. Let's take a look at the video, Ed, real quick, and then please just tell me how you guys feel on the comment section if you guys would like. But let's watch. Is it ready?
Yep, ready to go.
All right.
Plane lady.
Those people aren't real.
No one's been able to track her down,
Can't hear
right?
it.
She just popped up this past week on
But,
TMZ.
It's basically her just
While
saying, I
Ed,
apologize. I shouldn't have
fixes
done
the
that. When I saw it,
audio
I was
real
like,
quick.
that doesn't.
Who are these? You
We didn't
know
who
these
she
people?
was for the first
Nagayan?
couple weeks. Like they couldn't even find a name. She
I've
started
seen
a new
them
Twitter
come by
account when she posted
pretty
this.
much.
First person she
in common.
followed was TMZ. So people started doing like some AI face
I
detection.
don't know their
There's this guy
name
that
per
does
se,
it
but I
online
see a lot of
professionally,
videos
and he
of them.
says if you
And
get
they
a
seem to
score
be very
points-
popular. They get a lot of views.
Wait, hold
That
up.
doesn't mean
Hold up. You're telling me you can't hear it?
No, we can't.
no, we can't hear it.
Oh my God.
But I can't remember their name. I come across a lot of their videos, and a lot of the things they say seem to fit in with certain things. I'm not talking about this video in particular, but just me trying to find like a connection between things. I thought it was very good that Ed ended up, sending this. Sorry about that. He ended up sending this video, and it gives you a different perspective. Real quick, Negayan, you remember that what was his name? That video we made on Angel with the aliens that landed in his backyard.
Yeah.
And then like after a few weeks, I guess either they moved out or they were removed, or I don't know what happened there, but people didn't know where they were for a while.
I mean,
Well-
if aliens landed in the back of my yard, I would start questioning. Okay, did I move in the right place? Should I move to another place? But I understand that was not what accounted.
Yeah, well, that's not what people are saying. They said like
Actually, it's-
from one day to another, they just didn't come back.
All right, guys. I'm gonna suggest we pause real quick so we can
Okay,
test
go
to
for it.
see if we can hear these videos.
Go for it. All right, guys. Sorry for the interruption. So real quick, I was saying, supposedly they were never found. I never looked into it anymore. I kind of left that alone, but it was kind of funny. But going back to everything, Ed actually fixed the audio. So let's watch this video, and we'll be back.
Plane lady.
Those people aren't real.
No one's been able to track her down, right? She just popped up this past week on TMZ.
It's basically her just saying, I apologize, I shouldn't have done that. When I saw it, I was like, that doesn't look like her. We didn't know who she was for the first couple weeks. Like, they couldn't even find a name. She started a new Twitter account when she posted this video. The first person she followed was TMZ. So people started doing like some AI face detection. There's this guy that does it online professionally, and he says if you get a score 0.6 or below, it is the same person. He put videos that were on the plane, videos that were outside the plane of the real Tiffany.
And it's not her.
1.2. Guys, like, I was not expecting this. He's like,
Wow.
this makes me really interested. One other dude checks her IP address from the video.
Okay.
Guess where it tracked to?
TMZ headquarters.
Texas. 2 blocks away from the White House, Washington, D.C.
So did she see something and then they put in a double, be like, this was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, right now.
The airplane lady.
Those people.
Okay. I like the little ending. I'm telling you right now. But with that being said, like, isn't it odd that I kind of like felt the same way, like not the same lady? It's kind of odd that instead of apologizing, she should have explained what happened, what she thought she saw, or went into that a little bit, or what kind of day you were having prior to this whole incident, or something. Are you on some medication? That you have a few too many drinks at the airport? She didn't seem drunk or high or anything like that, right? But I'm just giving the benefit of the doubt. Okay. So she seemed, like she was pretty competent. And that video afterwards, you remember the video of her in the airport still like kind of freaking out and everything? And you switch from one thing to another. Now, what are the possibilities that this is true, that this is not her? What are the possibilities that this is a double somehow, like somebody that just looks like her, or any other option like that? Ed, what you thinking, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What do you believe? You don't have to know. I just want to see what you believe real quick.
I think it probably is her. I would say it probably is.
Okay.
I think makeup, different camera angle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that her, Narayan?
Now I'm totally thrown into a loop because yes, we concluded last week with yes, it's probably her with some different makeup, but if you get a score of 1.21, okay, I don't know the resources to where they got it from, so I still have my little bit of doubt.
Here's
But
my,
and-
like, what would you do with the original woman? Like, if you did do a body double, then what did you do with the original woman? You telling me they got rid of her?
I don't know. So,
she doesn't
okay,
need to
so
come out. She just need to hear what all accounted after that. She just disappears as she's not really known.
Okay.
Because we got social media nowadays, so she could go and say, that wasn't me.
she
that
got
was a real
family.
person."
She got
Yeah.
yeah. But how about this? It is known there's been like military projects where they actually abduct people and conduct like not necessarily like brainwashing, but like a reset.
Mhm.
Do you know about this? Like you know there's like an actual thing. Like it's been admitted that like back in the day they used to like make these sorts of experiments with human beings. Now they say back in the day, but who was to say that it's not a thing anymore? Like they wouldn't tell us.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, it could be a possibility, but I just, like I said, I think that's her. It is what it is. You don't need to, drug them or mind alter and just say, hey, just shut up. You didn't see nothing. Here's some money. And if you don't go along with it, we can destroy your life, okay? You ain't
I
got to
agree.
kill nobody. You can get them
But
fired
then
from their job.
do we not believe what they claim, that somebody actually said that they did like the testing and the measurements of the like facial recognition and all these things? Do we just ignore that?
I'll ignore, 'cause it don't make sense for them to get rid of her and put a body.
To go this far,
Yeah,
right?
you don't have to do it.
Okay.
For somebody
The-
that freaked out on the plane.
Well, it just depends. Like I said last week, why is she freaking out? Like what's going on? What does she see? And like if she actually seen something, like to what extent? What is it? Like, is it a government experiment? Is it like some out of this world type of thing?
That is not human.
Okay, so I got like 3 questions. Is it possible that that she's a clone? And if she is, let's say, for example, what are the odds that, like, how does it go? Like, if you're gonna clone someone or something, right? Let's say an animal or sheep. Usually they have to go through the process of actually like cloning somebody or something, and it starts as a baby. Isn't that how that works?
I just don't. To me, because whenever you say this, you had to kill her or get rid of her. Like, why would they do it?
Not necessarily.
No.
I
Well-
mean, yeah.
This is just me saying. I'm not saying this is what happened. Like usually the answer is like way more simple than what we create in our minds. Okay, I'm just saying to say.
If you believe the movies, I mean, they can clone full-grown people, but then the people stay in a kind of vegetative state, that's if I say it correctly, until they are ready to be reaped, or how do you call it? Or,
Now, I kind of understand, but let's say we needed it now, like few weeks from now. Okay, 3 weeks. Let's give it 3 weeks.
they would probably have someone. Okay, look, these are the clones that we have now. From the lineup, who looks a little bit most
close
likely
enough.
like her.
Yeah.
Close enough, yeah. Oh yeah, this one.
Okay, and then what we do about consciousness and what we know, and how do you feel how do you go against family members and stuff like this?
This is what
Like-
I'm saying. This didn't happen.
No.
It
I
didn't happen. So, well,
He's just hypothetically speaking.
yeah.
What are we doing? We're
So yeah, I think that would be very, very difficult to do, to accomplish. I mean, I think in that time frame, I just think somebody approached her. This is what I'm thinking. Somebody approached her and told her, hey, listen, you haven't seen anything. Trust me, you didn't see anything. And I don't know if money is involved or something, but I think it's the same girl. I think it's just somebody has approached her and told her she didn't see anything. You know, it's your best interest if you just forget what you saw or whatever type of thing. That's most likely the scenario here. Okay. But just for fun, I just wanted to see like how you program somebody, what you do for consciousness. But that's not something we have to get into. Does this actually alter like how you were thinking about this whole situation, Negayan?
Yeah, I already said it. I mean, it threw me for a loop because at first I already said it in the sense that I didn't think it looked like her, even though with the makeup. But yeah,
It's bothering me so much that
yeah,
look, what did she see? Like, why are you still apologizing and still not approaching the actual situation? Why apologize for it and not tell me what happened? Like what you seen, what you thought you saw, what's going on in this whole background story? Like what's the background of this whole thing? How nobody in the airplane came forward yet? Like you know, everybody wants their little fame, their 15 minutes of fame or whatever. Social media is so big. How is it that nobody volunteered to be like, hey, I know what happened and I'll put this together for you? How is that even possible? Like, I looked
even the
up.
people that made the videos or were filming actually, they could have said something or
That's what I'm saying. But all you see is the freak out, and I haven't been able to find anything other than that. Isn't that odd? You see how many people were in the plane, right? That's the first thing. Second of all, you remember the Harvard fight? How many different videos surfaced? How many people had a different opinion or a background story or a background, not story, but opinion or view, or, you know, how their experience might have been like different than yours, and seeing from angle to angle, it actually like pieces the situation together. How is this not happening for that?
Yeah, they came up with a video that we debunked. We ourselves came forward with it, but in the same video we see that it's a totally different video of supposedly the person that she was talking about. So that's actually fake news being pushed or fake.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we still don't have answers for the questions that we are currently having, but that you have right now.
Okay. Well, Ed, what is this?
I told you. I told you. I think.
So somebody approached her. Like, what do you believe, or is she just like was embarrassed or and backed up, or what's going on, Ed?
Could have been that she was probably just embarrassed. That.
Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty much it for this, I guess.
Nobody. It just you talking about clones and all this, and is that really hurtful?
Don't worry, Ed.
No.
Just to enrich the conversation.
Yeah. It's just like part of the conversation. It's just fun. I'm not saying she's a clone. I'm not saying she was abducted. I'm not saying anything. Like I said, I believe she was approached by somebody and told her to forget, you know, the whole situation. That's the only way that her making the following video would make sense. Like, other than that, it makes no sense whatsoever. So
yeah, but for me there's some boundary that can't be crossed right now. And if she does, then it puts in jeopardy whatever she has been given. Either way.
I don't want to end this video without us taking a guess. Okay, what's your guess? What did she see? Because this is like
No, I know that really bothers you to have someone like act out like that. Like, this is real. This is some real shit. There's a fake person sitting right there, and not tell nothing about what really happened. What was the context? What was why she came to that conclusion? And for me, what can I say? It's something. For me, I would say take a swing and maybe they put a robot over there to see how it would go. with the people, actual people.
That was my guess as well. If you want to know what it was, if you haven't seen the video before this one, just check them out. See the whole opinion, and like I said, leave a comment.
I got one question. Why is there no interview? Like someone sitting down like, hey,
That's what I said last time. Like how is that even possible?
She posted it to TMZ, so why didn't TMZ just have someone sit down with her and just say, hey, let's go in depth. What did you see? Did you see anything? Nothing.
I mean, I can understand why Jamie Foxx doesn't have any interviewer. I can, but do you remember what happened to Damar Hamlin?
Yeah.
The one that was being interviewed. He walked away from the interview because there were some questions he couldn't answer. So you want to omit that situation, I think. But that's adding more juice to the...
Ed, what did she see? Like you in this plane, sitting next to her. What? Imagine the story. Like what did she see to react in this way?
It's just around like if you're acting hysterical and crazy, like most people just tend to ignore you. Like it's just crazy. That's just how it is, man.
I mean, if it was sexual harassment,
yeah,
she would have been like, "Oh, he's da 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 da." If it was violence, da 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 da. Her claim was that dude back there is not real.
How
he is
do you
not real.
come up with that conclusion? How?
He's just not real. Like that's the word she used to explain like what her freak out.
That's the worst scolding you can give a real person to claim they're not real.
Bruh, he's not real. Like in front of everybody and freaking out. And you gotta get out of this plane. You don't want to be in the same space as whatever you just seen. So what the hell did she see?
Well, she claimed that the plane was gonna crash and they were all gonna die. There were no plane crashes recently.
She didn't claim that. Did she say that?
Yeah, that's why she wanted to get off. She said, she didn't say it. She said, if you guys want to die with him, that's okay. She said something along those lines. I'm out of here. Let me off this plane.
Okay. But she didn't say the plane was gonna crash. It was something else, man.
No, she said like, hey, you guys want to go die with him or something, because she thought that this thing was gonna take down the whole plane.
Nah, bro. She said, I'm telling you right now.
That's why she wanted to get off. She said, if the rest of you want to go die with him.
He's not real, bro. Like I believe her. When she said that, he's not real. Listen, that dude is not real. She was dead serious on what she said.
The only thing that's kind of fishy to me, why is no one talking to her? Like, she's got the video posted to TMZ. Why can't they just do a little interview? Why can't they do that?
Not just
no 5-minute interview.
Bruh, listen. I don't know. And she's selling items and everything. What is she? What is she selling? Like she got her own website and everything right now.
Her own website. She made her own Instagram. She made her own Facebook. But she didn't link it to her previous account. So it's sketchy on so many sides.
Hey, by the way, I make custom shirts. I'm about to make a shirt with. I'm telling you, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the end of this, man. Let's see. If something changes, we'll bring it up. I'm just glad somebody else I think it's here. I'm just glad somebody else also thinks this is weird. This is not just should not be just left at that. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching. This has been Unidentified Podcast. We out.
See you on the next.